Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Indie Zone. My name is Kathy, and we are continuing our discussion and giving our opinions in the case styled as State of Idaho versus Brian C. Kohberger. In our last episode, we learned what occurred during the indictment proceeding of May 22nd, 2023. During that proceeding, we learned that Mr. Kohberger at the end was returned to the custody of the Latah County Sheriff's Department. He was in custody while the proceeding was going on. He was returned to Latah County Sheriff's Department to bring him back, undoubtedly, to his cell. And now we have also on May 22nd, 2023, a custody status order that is entered in this case. This is a simple one-page form, and there's a section that will tell us if Mr. Kohberger or another defendant had been released after the hearing, what the terms of his release would be. For example, the defendant shall comply with the following terms and conditions upon release from custody. He must appear for all court hearings, not violate any laws, stay in contact with his attorney, and on and on. This, of course, is not going to be relevant to Mr. Kohberger because he was ordered at the end of the arraignment hearing to be returned to the custody and control of the Latah County Sheriff's Department. So if there was any question of that, the custody status order will address that. It states here, the above named defendant, that's Mr. Kohberger, appeared in district court this date, that's May 22nd, 2023, and the sheriff of Latah County is hereby notified of the following custody status. It is hereby ordered that defendant shall remain in custody. So all of that information that appeared later on for defendants who are allowed to go home after a hearing, they don't apply here because the defendant shall remain in custody. That's the court's order. The next thing that's checked off is next court date. This is his next hearing that's scheduled as of May 22nd, 2023. It's set forth as June 9th, 2023 at 10 a.m. for a motions hearing. So the court's advising the sheriff, Mr. Kohberger is returned to your custody. You need to make sure he gets back here for his next court appearance, which is June 9th, 2023. This document is then hand dated May 22nd, 2023, and it's signed by Judge John Judge, the district court judge in this case. If you would like to review this order or any matter that we've been discussing, and I do hope that you have been listening to the prior podcast because we are going down the docket, and one podcast then leads into the next. Please do so. Please check the description of this podcast where, as I do with every podcast episode, I advise you how you can go to the court docket in Idaho and review this custody status order or any of the other filings in this case. Until our next episode, my name is Kathy. Thank you very much for joining us today.